What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my first YouTube channel on my own page. Woo! Welcome, bitches. Welcome. Literally, like, this is my first YouTube channel. My first video on my own YouTube channel. Hell yeah. Please make sure to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, your mama's a hoe.
I said, whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe.
And those who are coming from my Kate account, thank you. I love you guys. This is my first video and I'm so excited. I hope that everything does good and I hope you guys really like it. But anyways, I'm not gonna really talk too much. I'm gonna get right into it because this video is gonna be filled of talking. If you want to see me do my makeup, get ready with me and chismear, you know, get the tea from when Eddie did me grimy, then go ahead and keep on watching. And yeah, I'm excited. All right, keep on watching and y'all let me know how I did, okay? Don't be too mean to me because this is my first time being by myself. Did I scare you? Don't worry, because I look like this without makeup. And every time Eddie wakes up, yeah, he's scared. I'm basically gonna tell you guys this juicy ass story time that I've been wanting to tell everybody ever since I was like 14, 15, because I don't know if I ever shared this with my friends at the time, but we're gonna share it with you guys because you guys are literally my friends. I'm gonna show you guys right now. This is how I look without makeup. Don't judge me. I look dead. I know I do. That's why I love makeup, because you get to get away with a lot. I got away with this relationship for 10 plus years because of makeup. I'm basically gonna show you guys how I do my everyday makeup look. I have two everyday makeup look. They're literally the same thing. One is with no eyeliner and the other one's with eyeliner. But today I'm gonna do the eyeliner just because everything that I use, I'm gonna show you guys as I go while I tell you guys the story. The story is juicy. By the way, do not bash Eddie. Please remember this was years ago. I'm talking about when we were 15. I had to literally be either the endings of freshman year or the beginnings of sophomore year, because for those who are new here, we've been dating for so long, like 10 plus years. Eddie is my high school sweetheart. And for those who are always asking, like, how do we get over the toxic stage and why is our relationship so good at where it's now, it's because we went through the toxic stage at such a young age. Okay, so if you're at home getting ready, go ahead and get ready with me, boo, because we need to get ready. We need to get cute because the streets is calling us. I decline because I have a man, but they still call. Every time I start off my makeup, I always use this moisturizer, this one right here. First time doing a makeup tutorial. It's not a tutorial, it's just to get ready with me. And I put it all over my face. But anyways, I'm gonna start this story and I'm gonna try to do it as good as I can because it's my first time doing a video like this. Let's take you guys back into the time travel machine. Go back into a time travel machine and go back to 2000. I don't know what 2000, but we was in high school sophomore year, like I said. Me and Eddie at the time were already dating for like a good amount of time, like a good amount of months, and we ended up breaking up. By the way, this is the primer I use. I used to use this one, which is the, I don't know if you can see that, this is the hangover one. I don't like that. Now I use this one, the elf one. Me and Eddie were already dating for a while and we ended up breaking up, okay? So we were not together. When I tell you guys this story, we was not together. Disclaimer. He actually broke up with me. If you want that story on how Eddie broke up with me, comment it down below. But anyways, he ended up breaking up with me, but this man would still text me every single day asking me to come over. I would text him too because I was in love. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Quickie. This is the 24-hour concealer. I love this thing. I used to use the elf, like, don't get me wrong, I'll use the elf for this one, but this one right now, that's my go-to. I like it. It was like we were together but weren't together. Like, there was no title. Everyone knew we were broken up, but to me and to him, we were still kind of like together. We were basically friends with benefits. We were still acting like we were dating, but everyone knew we weren't dating, and I knew we weren't dating, and he knew we weren't dating. So that's where the toxicness came from, because we didn't have a title. But I know damn well that man wanted me. You ain't gonna sit there and tell me he didn't want me, because he sure did. Texting me every day and still trying to press me about certain things that was going on. And I'm stupid too. Like, I'm such up in the head because I was still there like, oh my god, like, I love you too type of vibes. But yeah, we weren't even together, bro. If I found any girl that was like being with my man at the time, I wanted to fight and swing in the air because I couldn't really say or do anything because we weren't in a relationship. We would hang out so much throughout the week. I would go to his house all the time. He'd come to my house. He would hang out with me and my family. Vice versa, I would hang out with his family, but we weren't together. Like, we were not together. But anyways, at this time, it was when quinceañeras was popping. I would literally have to ask my mom to buy me a dress like every weekend because there was so many quinceañeras going on. I'm gonna keep using the concealer. I like to use it on my face like this. I literally go like this. Guys, I'm not like a professional makeup artist. I just do what I do, okay? Y si te gusta, follow it, and if not, then like, I'm sorry. I'm using the e.l.f. foundation in 220. And a big part of why I wanted to go was because all my friends were going, of course, and another good reason was because Eddie and me had the same friends. We always had the same mutual friends, so I know he was gonna go. So we get invited to this quinceañera, and I'm like, I'm gonna go. And at the time, me and Eddie weren't like really texting like that. We were, but we weren't. Like, I didn't tell him I was going to the quinceañera, and he didn't tell me that he was going to the quinceañera, but I just knew he was. So I go to this quinceañera. Guess who I see? I see Eduardo right there. You know, I was walking like trying to get Eddie's attention the entire time because that's my man, and I would see him like at the quinceañera with like hanging out with other girls and stuff. Like, some of the girls were my friends and some weren't, so like, you know, you just get like, you get that itch in your ass, like where you're like, bitch, like that's my man, and if I see something, like I'm gonna go off, right? But you can't really do nothing because that's not your man. I was like, how do I make this man jealous? Of course, like, let's try to look cute, you know, dye your hair and everything. But at the time, guys, I just want to clarify, like, we were not together, so this is no cheating or nothing. Like, we were just literally being a high school toxic couple. When I seen at this quinceañera, we were talking, but not like that. Like, we had said hi to each other, and then like he was just like on doing his own thing, and I was doing my own thing, because the last thing I'm gonna do is look desperate. By the way, now I'm gonna use this Morphe translucent powder. It's called Bacon Set, and it's in the color translucent. So this is the one I'm using right now. This quinceañera goes on. I'm literally like dancing with my friends and dancing with, like, you know, just vibing, and like, you know that TikTok bombastic side eye? Like, that was me the entire time. Like, I'm here like dancing, perreando, and then I'll be like, where did Eddie go? Like, where'd that motherfucker go? Because like, I swear to God, I see you with somebody else, like I'm gonna go crazy. But like, at the same time, I wasn't like that either. Like, I was just like vibing and like having fun. During that quinceañera, Eddie had a friend who was also my friend, but she would also hang out with Eddie. Like, Eddie had like a whole group of other friends, right? And she had told me, supposedly, Eddie was like talking smack about me when they were hanging out, that I was obsessed with him, that he didn't want me back, and that he didn't know how to tell me that he didn't want to be with me because he didn't want to hurt my feelings, and I was obsessed. And I was like, you're gonna have to fight me right now, because if this is true, like, I'm gonna literally beat the shit out of Eddie, because how are you gonna be texting me that you still love me and that you want to work things out here and there, but then like say that stuff behind my back? So I remember that day I got mad, and I was like, fuck that guy. Like, literally I said, like, forget you, like, you're gonna be talking smack about me and then be texting me that stuff? Like, like, I'm not that desperate. Like, I will find my ass another Eduardo up in this quinceañera, because keep in mind, quinceañeras were the shit at my time. So then like, I just ignored him the rest of the night. Like, I don't know what came into me that I was just like, I don't need that man. He's dusty and crusty and ugly. Like, I do not need him. Like, I can do way better, like, at the time. Tell me why things just keep getting worse, right? So I'm having fun, I'm dancing. Like, at this point, I'm dancing with girls and guys, because I didn't care. Like, I wasn't gonna let what that girl said to me like ruin my day. Like, if Eddie wanted to say that, then that's fine. Like, I was ready to let go of that like friends with benefit type of thing. Like, my group of friends that I had went with, they were like, oh, let's go take pictures at the photo booth, because at this quinceañera they had a photo booth. We're like waiting in line because there was a fat ass line. Like, this is when photo booths just started being a thing. I wouldn't really see them anywhere until like I started going to quinceañeras, and like they just barely started coming up. By the way, this is my bronzer that I'm using. This is the matte bronzer and bronze in medium. I'm already hitting pan. I love it. And this is what I'm going to use to contour my entire face. So if you see me switching brushes, I'm just switching brushes, but this is what I use to contour my entire face. So me and my friends were like, oh my god, like, yeah, let's take a picture. And I'm there like cracking it up with my friends, like wooty this, wooty that, like quack ha 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 here, you know. Tell me why I see, like, from my side eye,
Bombastic side eye,
I see some guy that looks like Eddie, who is standing behind the photo booth. This is the photo booth, right? And we're gonna enter like in here, and I see somebody standing on the other side of the photo booth. There is a wall, the photo booth, and then like the whole party's like that way. I see a guy that looks like Eddie in that corner, and I'm like, that guy looks like Eddie, but why is he in that corner? There's nowhere else to go. There's a corner and that's it. So, you know, I kind of ignored it because I was like, oh, maybe it's somebody else. Like, the style was like shuffling era, so like a lot of the guys look the same. Like, you know that TikTok is like, damn, it looks like every other bitch in here. Literally, I can feel my heart like literally palpitating, and like I started getting a little nervous, but I'm like, no, it can't be him. Like, you know, I'm trying to tell myself like no, but a girl knows. A girl always knows. Always go with your gut feeling, because it does not matter if it's your man, your side piece, your whatever, you know. If that is Eddie, like the only other thing I can picture is that he's back there with another girl. So for blush, I'm using the Too Faced one, and I don't know what color this is because I always use it all the time and it's dirty, but I'm using this blush. And sorry if I get so like into detail, I just want you guys to know like every little second that went on. So as soon as like right before it was our turn to going back with the bronzer, before it was our turn to go right into the photo booth, we were literally already walking into it when I turned to the side and I confirmed, like I seen that it was him, and guess what I see in there? Another bitch. And I was just like, no way. And it's not like I wanted to, it's not like I could have stopped and be like, what are you doing? Because that's not my man, right? And nor did I want to be there and like let my friends see that, because then my friends were gonna be like, oh, like, you know, judging, not judging, but talking smack, like, oh, that was Eddie. Because all my friends, like everybody knew that we weren't together, but still knew that we were like a thing. So I didn't want to see that. So I literally like just shoved all my feelings into my little heart, literally walked into that photo booth, and I was literally like shaking. I remember I was like this, but I was trying to compose myself so bad, and everybody in there was like, oh my god, grab a little hat, grab a little glasses, and I'm like, bitch, I don't want to grab nothing. Like I'm literally about to like fight somebody. Like that's how mad I was. But the thing is that I wasn't even sad. Like I was just pissed. Like I was so mad. I thought it was just like, wow, bro. And the thing that like made me even more mad is that when I walked into that photo booth, me and Eddie, like when I had to turn to confirm that it was him, we had made eye contact, and I know that he's seen that what I seen him and another girl in that corner. And what obvious thing, like what is two people doing in that corner? Like you're not gonna tell me that you and your friend are in the corner, right? You're not gonna tell me that, because y'all obviously was up in there, like I don't know what y'all was doing. Y'all was probably like licking, sucking, titty grabbing, ass grabbing, I don't know. So now I'm in this photo booth and everybody's like cracking up and laughing and like trying to be cute, and I'm just like not in the mood, but I'm still there like like literally like trying to like pretend like I wasn't going through it. And I was mad, bro. I don't even think I have those pictures. Like everybody went home with some pictures, and I just didn't care to have any of those pictures. Like, yes,
I'm sorry, can I get my shoes?
you want to make a interaction in my video?
Yo, first video of Karen's new YouTube channel. Hey, and it's a video about me fucking being toxic.
Honestly, like I was telling them that every time I think about things that you did to me, like I get really mad. So honestly, like get the hell out of this room, because I'm gonna hit you with my little ass guitar.
Hold up.
This is my video.
I'll make yourself sound like a little saint, because we can splurge out all the shit you did too.
What'd I do?
First reason why we broke up was
get out! This is my video.
I'm sorry guys, I really came in here to get my shoes.
I feel like my makeup's not even coming out cute because I'm like mad right now. By the way, I'm just gonna use the same eyeshadow on my eyes because I do that all the time and I get lazy, so I just go like this, look like sass. Yeah, after like I realized all of that, I got out of the photo booth and I still turn and look, and now he want to act like he wasn't in that corner. Like they got out of the corner and he was just like talking there with the girl, but he literally looked like a desgraciado. Like he looked like he got caught. Like he was right there like trying to like pretend like he wasn't that close to that girl. Like you can tell that he looked like he was trying to walk away, but she was like still talking to him. You can tell that he looked nervous, and he kept like looking at me, and I was like, oh, see? Oh yeah? Like that's how you want to play? So I remember the rest of that quinceañera, I went to go dance with like other guy friends. Nothing like that. Like I wasn't trying to be like a hoe, you know? I was just trying to like say like, in other words, like, I was just like, whatever. Like you showed me what I needed to see to end this relationship. Like at the moment, I felt like peace. And I know that sounds weird, but I did. Because in that moment, I was like, you showed me everything that I needed to see. I see that you don't want to be with me. I see that you are not taking me serious like you said you were. I see all of that. So I was just like, okay, like I'm glad I seen that, because now I know for a fact that I'm not gonna get back with you, and I do not care anything that you say. Like I'm not gonna care for it. I'm not gonna fall for it, because one thing that I really was, and I will say to this day, is that when I make a decision, it's made. And I kid you guys not, bro, like I kid you guys not, I don't know what, but something went into my body where I did not care for Eddie. Like, I did not love him anymore. I did not like him. He disgusted me. Like, I was just like, okay, like, I'm a new girl. I'm gonna come forward and like, starting tomorrow, like literally after that quinceañera, I'm gonna do me. So I swear to you, like, I tell Eddie to this day, like, if it wasn't for Eddie to try to like get back with me after that day, like, we would not be a thing right now. We would not be a thing right now, because I promise y'all, I did not want to be with him. Like, I did not like him anymore. Like, he disgusted me. Like, when I seen that, I was just like, ugh. Like, that night I ended up blocking him on everything. I remember going to sleep, and I went to sleep with like peace in my head. I went to sleep peaceful. Like, I didn't think about where he was at. I didn't think about who he left with. I didn't think of nothing. I literally went in my bed. I didn't even cry that day. I didn't even cry one tear. Like, I was that done. I went to sleep, and I went to sleep so peacefully. The next morning, I wake up to a long, I'm talking about long paragraphs, like legitly, like I read a whole magazine. And I know I said I blocked him, but at the time, I don't know how I got his messages, but I got his messages somehow. But I promise y'all, I blocked him. I promise y'all. Like, for my eyebrows, I'm just gonna use a straight black eyeshadow, nothing else. So that next morning, I woke up, and I woke up late, like 12ish, because I got home late. So like, I woke up like around 12ish. So I didn't even go on my phone. I remember I was like in my house, and my mom had cooked breakfast, because one thing about my mom is that she shows her love with breakfast, with food, bro. So I remember I was grubbing, but then I finally go to my room to look at my phone, and that's when I seen the messages. And I promise you guys, like, I literally promise y'all, I was literally gonna hit, like, I didn't even want to read anything. I was literally just gonna swipe and delete. But I don't know why. I read the first sentence, and I was just like, damn, this sounds juicy. I don't know if I should keep reading. The first sentence literally started like, I just want to say that I love you so much, and this and this and that. Keep in mind, at this point in our little relationship, I was so vulnerable. Like, I was just like, bro, like, I wanted us to be a thing so bad at one point that, like, him seeing the text message of him saying like, I love you, like all this stuff, it made me feel good. It literally made me fall, because I was like, bro, this is what I wanted this whole time, and you weren't giving it to me, and now you're giving it to me that you did that, you know? That is the only reason why I started reading it, because he knew how to get me. Like, he knew, and I'm such a pendeja. Like, I am so stupid. So I'm like right there literally reading the whole thing. And when I tell you guys it was a long paragraph, no, yeah, it was not a little long paragraph like those long paragraphs. Like, no, it was such a big paragraph that at the time, I don't know if Apple still does this, but at the time the Apple thing said click more to see more. I clicked more to see more, and it was still going, bro. It was so long. I don't remember word for word, obviously. He basically like just told me that like he messed up, and that he wanted to work things out, like, you know, the typical shit. And I was just like not really falling for it, because I was like, bro, like, you're just sorry now because I caught you. Like, you're just sorry for that. And I remember I was asking him, I was like, so who's that girl? Like, who's that girl that you were with then? Like, who was that girl? And he was like, oh, she's like a friend from like middle school. And I was like, well, tell me her name. Tell me her name. And I remember he was like, I don't remember her name. And I was like, yeah, okay, well, I forgot what I ate this morning for breakfast. Like, hello, are you stupid? And I was just like, whatever, like, I'm the fucking FBI of the United States of America. I'm gonna figure this shit out. Like, if you don't want to tell me nothing, don't tell me nothing. I'll figure it out on my own, don't worry. But this man literally tried to tell me that they didn't kiss. So you're telling me that while you guys were in this little crack of the party, in this little wall area hidden from adults, you're gonna tell me you guys didn't kiss? Do I look like a stupid ass? Like, you're really gonna tell me you guys didn't kiss? He tried to tell me that they were just talking, and then he said I was trying to like stop talking to her, but she kept talking and talking, and I didn't know how to tell her that I didn't want to talk anymore. And then he was just like, and then I wanted to go with my friends and like vibe and stuff, but like she was just talking so much. And I was like, yeah, I believe you. So I was still mad, and I was just like, bro, like, whatever, like, I don't care for you. Like, I think he noticed that I was like, I wasn't replying to him anymore. I didn't care for him. Like, I just didn't care. That he started trying so much more harder, and like, yo de pendeja, like, he'd be like, oh, like, good morning, like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good, how are you? Like, I'm so mad for myself for that. But like, bro, like, y'all can't sit there and say y'all have never felt for something stupid. Like, come on, like, I'm not the only one. You know, like, day by day, you take it day by day. Like, the first, like, what, a couple days I was like ignoring him and like, you know, but he kept trying, and then like kind of came in a little, and the little turned into more, and more turned into more, and then I found out who the bitch was, and I was just like, bro, like, she don't faze me. So then little turned to more, and like, ya estoy de pendejas. We ended up like hanging out more, and he kept trying, like, he kept trying to call my phone number like every day, and he just kept trying to be like a boyfriend. Imagine if I really was the one obsessed with him and he never tried to get back with me. We wouldn't be a thing right now. We would not be a thing, because I promise y'all I stopped loving him. But look who's lying. Look what the little rumors was lying, because he ended up being obsessed with me. Yeah, I was just a little obsessed with him because he was cute and I really did like him. Like, so I know Eddie was the first guy that I dated that I actually liked. Like, I actually had a crush on. Every other guy that I dated, I was just like, But anyways, fast forward to like my sister's wedding, right? Because we were still talking, and like at this point we were hanging out even more. He was taking me out on these little dates. Oh my god, I messed up. He was taking me out on these little dates and stuff. So like, we were still friends, but we ended up getting like closer than ever. I had told him at the time that it was my sister's wedding. And keep in mind, when it was my sister's wedding, bro, like, I used to be super skinny in high school. Like, I think freshman year I was like around 98 pounds, 100 pounds, 105 pounds the most. Like, I'm far from that now, but at the time I was really skinny. And now my insecurities is that I'm chunky, but back then my insecurity was that I was too skinny, right? And I remember at the time I had bought a dress to wear for my sister's wedding. My siblings were actually joking around that I looked hella anorexic in it. Like, they were like, oh my god, like, you need to eat more, you look anorexic, like, you know. And I was just like, damn, like, do I really? Like, I remember that me and Eddie were texting at the time, and I had told him. He was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing, I'm over here crying. He was like, why? And then I had told him like, oh, it's because like my siblings said that I look really skinny in this dress, and like, you know, like, it hurt my feelings. So I was telling Eddie, and Eddie was like, oh, it's okay, babe, don't worry, I think that you look beautiful or whatever. But keep in mind, me and him, we still weren't dating. So he called me babe, and he had not called me babe like that in like a long time, because we were already broken up for a long time. Like, he had not called me babe. So I was like, oh, did you mean to call me babe, or were you calling somebody else babe? Because you don't call me babe. Like, you would literally call me Karen, and I would literally call you Eddie. So I ignored it, right? I ignored it, and I was like, whatever, I'm not even gonna say nothing. Like, I'm just gonna ignore it. And I just said like, oh, thank you. And then like, we kept talking, texting each other, and then like 2-3 text messages later, he was like, oh, like, I called you babe and you like ignored it, like, you didn't say anything about it. And I was just straightforward to him. I was like, bro, like, I try to ignore it because maybe you said it by accident. Like, I wasn't trying to hype myself up if it was an accident, you know. And then I was like, oh, well, it's because I thought you said babe on accident. And he was like, no, like, I actually meant it, like, I called you babe, like, for real. And I was just like, like, no, you didn't, you know. I started like getting like all excited and stuff. And then because he said that, I was like, oh, I'm gonna invite him to my sister's wedding. So I had asked him, I was like, hey, do you want to come to my sister's wedding? It's literally like tomorrow. And he was just like, yeah, I'll go. And I was like, oh my god, yay. And like, we just kept talking the entire night, but we kept talking like flirtatious, and like, he kept calling me babe and baby, and like telling me that he loved me and stuff. And so I was just like, oh my god. So like, the next day at the wedding, like, I didn't really think that he was gonna go, and he actually went. Alright, the eyeliner is all crooked and uneven, but whatever. I suck at multitasking, and I'm trying to tell you guys the tea. So like, if my makeup doesn't look the best, like, it is what it is, because I'd rather tell you guys the tea. But anyways, I'm putting mascara on my eyelashes because I'm gonna put some eyelashes on right now. We go to my sister's wedding. He shows up, and as soon as he literally goes out, he's outside, because he was calling me babe so much. I was confused. Like, I was literally gonna be like, yeah, I'm happy you're calling me babe and stuff. Like I'm happy that you like want to be with me and stuff, but just because you call me babe does not mean that we're gonna be in a relationship. Like, you need to ask me out. Like, I'm not gonna assume. Like, you're not gonna call me babe and just assume, because the day that something turns left, you're gonna be like, when we weren't together. And that's when I'm gonna go crazy, you know. So as soon as he got there, because he wanted to call me babe so much. By the way, I wasn't calling him babe back. He was calling me babe so much that I wanted to set it straight. So when he got there, I was like, hey, I'm gonna introduce you to my family. By the way, he's already met my immediate family, but when I meant family, I'm talking about like cousins, tios and stuff. I was like, I'm gonna introduce you to my family. What do I introduce you by, my friend or my boyfriend? And I was just like, because you haven't asked me out. And then he was just like, he's like, you can introduce me as your boyfriend. And I was just like, okay. But I was like, but you still have to ask me out. Like, I'm not your girlfriend unless you ask me out. But he was like, you can introduce me to your girlfriend. And I was just like, all right. But I turned around and I was like, you know, I ended up introducing him like to all of my family at the time, and I was like, oh, mira tío, este es mi novio, su nombre es Eduardo. And then he's there like all shy, like, oh, hi, because at the time Eddie did not know any Spanish at all, bro. Yeah, we ended up actually being a couple at this point. And then he was like, hey, like it was getting late, and he was just like, hey, like I have to go already, my mom's gonna come pick me up. He's like, can we go outside? And I was like, oh yeah. So I remember we went outside at my sister's wedding, and he took me to this little corner, and I was like, in my head I'm like, what's up with you in corners? Because the last time I seen you in a corner, you was in the... But I was like, Karen, shut up, because you're gonna ruin things. Like, he has been proven to me that like he wants to be with me and stuff like that. So I was just like, shut up, like don't even get feisty, right? It wasn't actually really a corner, it was just like the side of the building, you know. He gave me this little speech. He gave me this little speech, and I was trying to be all composed and stuff, and he was just like, hey, again, I don't know word for word, but he was just like, hey, like I really like you, and like I'm sorry about everything that like I've done, and like I really want to be with you, and I'm sorry about like all the toxic stuff, but like I want to change, like I want us to change, and like I want us to work out. And then I was just like, so what are you saying? And he's like, well, like I want to know if you want to be my girlfriend. And I was like, again, like hell yeah. And I remember I was like, no. But I said it jokingly, and I was like, ha 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 ha. I was like, just kidding, like yeah, I want to be your girlfriend. I remember we made out, and like, I mean, mom, if you're watching this, I wasn't making out with nobody. Psych, we was making out, and like we was hugging, and like I was just like, I was so happy, bro. Like it was my sister's wedding and she got married, but like I was so happy. I was like, hell yeah, like I have a boyfriend again, like we're official. So like if you do something, like you're cheating, like you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like we're official. And like he was so good to me, and I was like, you know, being good to him. So like we were both like starting into like a good relationship, and I was just like so happy. Yeah, like he ended up like just giving me his last little besito, and like his mom pulled up and like he left. Well, he wanted to walk me back inside, but I was like, nah, it's okay. He left, and like I literally go back to the party, and I was just like, damn, like I'm taken again. After that, there's still like some other toxic stuff. I have so many stories, because when I tell y'all that me and Eddie were like literally toxic when we were young, we were toxic. I have way more toxic stories, girl. Like, I mean, guys, I have way more toxic stories. So if you guys want more cheeseman with me, like just let me know, because I'm literally spilling the tea. And yeah, that's pretty much like the story of that one time I caught him kissing another girl. But I still say to this day, and I'll repeat it again, if it wasn't for him trying that night again, we wouldn't be a thing today. We wouldn't, because I really didn't want to get back with him. Fast forward to today's date. I love that man. I can't wait to marry him. I want to have all his kids, and like I don't see myself with anybody else. Alright guys, so my camera actually ended up dying, so I had to put it to charge. But anyways, that was the end of my cheeseman with you guys, spilling the tea. Right now I'm getting ready. I'm doing my hair because I do have to film another video for our other channel. If you guys are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, it is Cade. Make sure to subscribe. Yeah, I'm basically just doing my hair really quick. I already had it done, but I'm putting in my extensions because I want more length. So this is like more length right here. By the way, if you guys want to know where I got my extensions, I wouldn't know what to tell you. I got them at a local Sally's here where I live. Not a Sally's, a Genesis. But I didn't tell you guys, the lashes that I'm wearing, they're this brand right here. These lashes right here, I got them on Shein. I got them on Shein for like $1.79, girl, for like 4 or 5. It's a steal. I love these lashes. I think they look cute. Don't think I take so long to do my makeup. I think I just took long because I was literally spilling the tea with you guys. But anyways, guys, don't bash us. Me and Eddie were literally so young and stupid. We were literally stupid in love, and that's what caused a lot of things. But let me know if you guys want to see more story times, because I know this story time was about what Eddie did to me, but girl, we ain't gonna sit here and be all innocent, because I did some stuff too. I did a lot of stuff too. And I'm gonna do my little lip combo really fast to show you guys. Right now I'm doing the NYX Smooth Whip matte lip cream Lippy. Girl, I don't know how to do these things, okay? I don't do videos like this, so this is my first time. And it's in memory foam. And then I'm also using the NYX Soft Lift in London. So I mix these two together and to get the little makeup look that I want. My camera is literally dying again. Oh my god. Eddie came back with the food. We got food coming in, babe. He got us some Chinese food. We're about to go record relationship advice, legitly. So if you guys want to watch that, go ahead and go to our channel and watch that video. But this is my final look. I just did my little curls at the bottom. Wow. Put my extensions on. Catfish the tear. What? Stop. Am I catfishing or what?
Low key.
Get out of the room, Eduardo.
I'm just kidding.
But anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to comment down in the comment section what do you guys think of my video. It's my first legit video here. So also comment down what else you guys want to see on this side of my content. I'm willing to do anything. I want to do more get ready with me, with Cheeseman, mukbangs, come with me to get my nails done, like, you know, just little videos here and there. So comment down below what you guys want to see. Kiki made an appearance, so say what up, Kiki. Say hi. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Wait, a little close up of the makeup look. Bye.